Hello, everyone. My name is Luan Sagim. Welcome to Senses Yoga, where we awaken through self-discovery through the uses of yoga, pranayama, and other various breathwork styles. Today, we will be going over subtle energy, and specifically the subtle energy we experience in breathwork. So I'm going to guide you through a 15 to 20 minute breathwork session utilizing all the styles of breathwork that I know and that I'm comfortable with. Also note that this breathwork is a self-experience, so it will be going back and forth from different breathwork styles that feel best for me to unlock certain trauma, energy that I feel is stuck in my body that I need to confront or to come against, right? So my experience is individual to me, and that's something I want you guys to remember in this breathwork session, is that whatever you get out of this is for you to keep and for you to keep alone. I highly suggest having a notebook. Mine is not next to me right now, but I will have it afterwards. Highly suggest having a notebook off to your right hand side, so after you're done with your breathwork session, you can view your notes and see kind of what you were experiencing on your own. And from there, taking those notes to upgrade your inner human. Here at Senses, we awaken through self-discovery, so we're always discovering new things about ourselves every single day to reach our fullest, highest potential. And I also recommend writing a note for yourself or an intention for your practice today before we even begin, so that you know why you're here in the first place, right? Okay, anyway, I'm going to read Chapter 3, Subtle Energy, in this lovely book here that I got. It is called Teaching Yoga, Essential Foundations and Techniques. It is by Mark Stevens, and this is the foreword by Mariel Hemingway. And I will have the link in the description to this specific book, so if you want to read along and learn with me, then you can. As a yoga teacher, I always want to make sure that I'm translating anything I learn over to you guys. And as a eternal student in this universe, I will always be learning. And it is my due diligence to teach everything that I'm learning to you guys, so that we can share ideas, share perspectives, and grow from one another. So here's Chapter 3, Subtle Energy. I'm just going to read one page before we begin our practice, so you can better understand kind of where we're going with this. Rather than starting with meditation or other practices, the original Hatha yogis worked with the immediate experience of their physical bodies to move through the layers of being that seem to separate their sense of individual being, including body and mind, from connection with all of nature or the divine. Drawing from the deep well of ancient wisdom found in the Upanishads and a wide variety of esoteric traditions handed down through ritual, songs, and stories, they undertook this exploration with an expanding map of conscious and being today that still gives us primary concepts of anatomy and physiology from a traditional yogic perspective. For many, these concepts are treated literally, while others view and use them in practice and teaching as symbolic ideas that help chart the pathway of self-transformation through Hatha yoga practice. Now, that's really important to understand, is that my experience will not be your experience. So in this video, I will shy away from telling you what I'm experiencing and more tell you what you could be experiencing. But ultimately, your experience is your own experience. And that's the beautiful part about breathwork, pranayama, and yoga, is that everybody starts somewhere differently. Everybody has a level of consciousness that is different from each other. So they might experience different things. You might experience this placebo, this high, this beautiful body energy. It might be real to you, it might be spiritual to you, it might just be something that you don't understand. And that's totally okay. That's why we have our journals, to write them down, to better understand ourselves and maybe what's going on in our physiology and our energy. The earliest motivation of yoga, expressed by Krishna in his conversation with Arjuna on the edge of the battlefield in ancient India, was to move beyond the illusion of the self and unite with the real self, or Atman. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali gives us more refined explanation of the nature of this self-illusion. He calls it kleshas. These trap us into confused states of alienated being. This ignorance, or avidya, keeps us trapped in a sense of self that is identified with our mind and material existence. Across centuries of trial and error, yogis discovered they could unwind the painful misidentification retracing the steps of human self back through the layers of reality, from the most gross physical plane with which we now identify to the most refined planes of pure consciousness. That was one page, specifically the starting page of the book on chapter 3, Subtle Energy. Okay? So that being said, we are experiencing and we are exploring and we are awakening this subtle energy that is constantly present in us, and more of observing what exactly is happening in our body as it happens. So now I'm going to begin to play some music, and we're going to go through this breathwork journey together. Every breathwork style will be displayed on the screen and its benefits as we transition through each one. But for the most part, you want to keep your breath moving the entire practice. There will be some breath retentions, as it is only natural to stop breathing a few times after feeling a lot of energy, but the point is to continue breathing and to try to make it through the entirety of the time, connecting your breath, inhale, exhale. And also paying attention to how your breath is coming in your body with these various styles. I'll explain what's happening with the body as we're doing these breathwork techniques very briefly, but the full courses on these will be on my Patreon for you guys to have. So without further ado, let's begin this breathwork journey and rediscover ourselves. So now come into your space and get into your final relaxed pose. And always before I begin my practice, I like to just breathe out a few more deep breaths while maybe giving a little bit of spinal twists, just to let loose any final tension that I'm aware of in this moment. One final deep breath in and back down to heart center. We're going to begin with our palms facing up, always in gratitude. And we'll begin our practice in 3, 2, 1. For this breathwork style, you want to focus on the energy being charged from your diaphragm. Exhaling is active and your inhale is passive. So you're not actually trying to inhale. We're going to be doing something like that a little bit later. But here you're just exhaling, squeezing your diaphragm, shooting the air up into your heart center. You may feel your body tighten up, your face tighten up, your head might get light. Many things could happen. Just try to focus. Having a rhythm with the breath creates balance and tells your body that you're in sync. Feel the energy traveling out of your nose. What does that sensation feel like? Making sure to keep awareness of your posture. Try to keep a nice, straight, and confident back. And now with a deep inhale, and right up at the top, we're going to hold our first retention just to feel all that energy we charged up, relaxing our body, our mind, and then letting out a gentle exhale, pushing out all the air that's left. From there, we'll take a deep inhale. One more little hold at the top. And here, we're just going to squeeze absolutely everything in our body, from our fist to our face to our throat to our chest to our core. And then let out a big sigh and let that go. Here you can decide to go back to normal breathing, or to take the time to just feel all that energy that we charged and let go. Feel the energy flowing freely throughout our body. And now prepare yourself for the secondary breath style. Here we are inhaling with our mouth, creating an ovular shape, bringing the breath from our belly to our chests. You can use your body as an expressive movement to make sure that the breath is full, or you can place a hand on your belly or on your chest, or both, to see the air moving freely throughout your body. We're breathing a little bit faster than normal as to charge our body. You might cough, you might have some body responses like I just did there. That is totally normal. Just like in the beginning, as I said, continue to breathe. You might feel tension, you might feel knots, you might feel pain. It's simply the prana, life force, energy, breath that we're charging our body with. releasing any tight areas. Inhale fully and exhale as you saw there, maybe with a smile on your face. And then another big inhale and slow exhale. Letting everything go. We are strongest when our mind is at peace and our mind is at bay. And when we can come to this practice in stillness and in control and in awareness, we are creating a resilience like none other. I recommend extending each breath hold, trying to go a little bit longer each time at the end of every round. Now, not all breathwork styles have breath retentions. I just find breath retention to be highly beneficial for my own practice. Inhaling fully and then exhaling completely. And maybe returning to some normal breathing as you meditate on the feelings, the thoughts, and the energy traveling throughout your body and in your mind and in your heart. Let out a couple exhales, return to your normal breathing so you can prepare yourself for the third round. And now we begin with nostril power breathing. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Feel the air traveling from the base of your spine all the way up into the center of your chest in a straight, beautiful line reaching to your crown and top of your forehead. When you exhale, it's leaving your body all the bad, knotted up energy. You can massage your head, massage your jaw, anything to keep you more relaxed, to keep that breath flowing and moving with power and grace. Let the breath travel fully into your body, never letting it get trapped anywhere. And if it gets trapped, being aware of that and trying to move it through. You can do some body taps here to release any knotted up energy and just to relax you even more. Breathe deep. Continue to allow that breath to come in and out. And when you're ready, inhale fully, hold for a little bit, and then exhale everything out. At this point, you may be feeling many things, from thoughts to emotions to energy. Your head could be tingling, your body could be tingling in certain areas that you haven't experienced before. And this is totally normal. This is just our body giving us a clue and a sign that energy is moving. And knowing this only should put a smile on our face, because a lot of times throughout the day we go with stuck up, built up energy that we very rarely release. That's why this breathwork practice is so essential to have every morning, every evening, or any time that you can squeeze it in. Very slow inhale here, right into the exhale, to prepare ourselves for the next round. Make sure you take your time moving into the rounds. No need to rush straight into the next one. The important part is that you remain comfortable at all times so that you can keep your breath moving. And now here we are doing the gasping breath, almost as if you're gasping for air. The movement is still the same, allowing that breath to travel from that belly all the way up into your head. This breathwork style is quite difficult, so don't get too hung up on it. You can take a break if you need to. You might be feeling a little bit euphoric here. Just let those feelings come and go, just like the breath, inhaling and exhaling, in with the beautiful life force energy and out with any negativity, built up energy. exhaling with a beautiful Om. Returning now to normal breathing. Maybe having a pause of reflection. Fully here and letting it go. Now we will begin alkaline breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, creating balance of heat and cooling. This is the yin and yang balance that we all need in life. You can be as intense or as gentle as you'd like here. This is all a self-experience. No need to keep up with anyone except yourself. Make sure to lift your head up as you inhale, letting your body know that you're ready to receive this breath rather than being closed off and reserved. Letting everything go here now. As I said, you might be feeling feelings of euphoria, little body magic. Allow that to just travel throughout your body and just observe it and save it for your journal entry later. goal here in your breath retentions is not necessarily to hold your breath, but more to just stop. Stop the mind. Stop all those thoughts and feelings from rushing in and taking control. The practice of meditation, breathwork, and yoga is all about establishing control and unity and oneness with your body, with your mind, with your heart. From a cellular level to the macro and micro level. Deep inhale with a smile on your face. And when you're ready, slowly letting it go with a sigh. And you can play around with your breath retentions, lengthening the hold of your breath or shortening it to whatever is comfortable to you. The point is just to see what's possible and what you're capable of doing. Now here is some very intentional belly chest breathing, or just more shamanic breathing. This time placing a lot more emphasis on the diaphragm expanding first, and then pushing up into the chest. Belly, chest, out. Belly, chest, out. If you want any more detailed explanations of what exactly is going on, I'll have that available on my Patreon very, very soon for all of you. Don't worry about it if you're doing it right or wrong. Just try your best. Now in this final breath retention, go back into your intuitive thoughts and your intentions for being here today. What did you learn? What did you experience? What did you feel? What do you know? And our final slow, deep inhale, hands to the sky, thanking the universe for guiding us here today. Isn't silence such a great feeling? Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this breathwork session. Allow your mind, your thoughts, your body to wander and dissipate. Allow those thoughts to translate into that journal that I talked about in the beginning. Write them down. What did you experience? Did you experience any energy around you? Did you experience any energy within? Any thoughts within in the mind? Any pain? Any tightness in your body? Anything that you need to help yourself? Just go ahead and write it down in your journal and bring it with you to your next practice when you come back to the mat. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Lawan Sagim. This was Senses Yoga Breathwork, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day.